Hi, Glenn. How are you?
Hi, Kurosh. I'm well. How are you?
Very good. Very good to see you.
Good to see you as
A
well.
lot of changes are happening in your life, but thanks for taking the time to do this. Um, so, Glenn, it'll be just a few minutes. I want to get your thoughts on the relationship we had and the interactions we had on your engagement with us. Before I get into some of the questions, can you tell me a little bit about, tell us a little bit about your job and what you do?
Sure. I work for a large financial services firm. I've been in the industry for about 20 years. I'm currently a member of our firm's internal consulting team, and I previously worked as an external consultant. In my current position, I drive strategic initiatives for the firm. These can be focused on growth, cost reduction, risk mitigation, you name it. But I essentially have two jobs. So I lead strategic initiatives on behalf of my internal clients, but I also help maintain and grow our internal consulting practice, recruit team members, develop them, build client relationships, and the like.
Very good. And do you mind sharing what your situation was before you started to work with us and what got you interested in working with us?
Sure. So before I started with Second Element Living, I found myself in this situation where I felt like I had more to contribute to the firm than my rank allows. In my professional life, I've always been a change agent. So I've been an external consultant, internal consultant, transformation program lead. So there's a certain amount of consistency there. But that said, I've worked across a lot of domains: wealth management, banking, asset management, on the business side, closer to technology, front office, back office, doing pure strategy work, digital product development, process reengineering, all kinds of things. So I've ended up as a bit of a Swiss Army knife. I have a broad skill set and I'm very adaptable. But I came to sense, and the program helped me crystallize this awareness, that I needed to move beyond just mere skill and knowledge acquisition. I had to really elevate my thinking on how I can impact the organization. And I also had to really elevate my profile within the organization so that people would see me as somebody who can deliver bigger things. So I sensed all this before going into the program, but it wasn't quite crystallized, and I certainly didn't know how to get there.
Very good. And what happened after we started working together? What changes did you start to see in your career? What results have you achieved?
Yes, at least three things. A lot has happened, but at least three things. I gained a lot of self-awareness, and in terms of my strengths, my weaknesses, and my personality in general. And I came to understand fairly quickly what was holding me back. And I think that was really key to zoom in on that. And then second, I started to achieve a better alignment between what in my head I want to achieve, what I'm actually good at, and what I'm actually doing every day to work toward those goals. It was really important for me to understand I had to bring those things into alignment, and I wasn't particularly well aligned. And then thirdly, I had to adopt a new mindset. And you might say that's basically an executive mindset. And that's helped me immensely in terms of helping me prioritize and focus on what's really important. What's the contributions I need to make for my organization to recognize that I'm someone who can operate at the next level. And in terms of results, I am already seeing tangible benefits. In fact, I was just made part of the management team of our internal consulting team in the US. So I'm very pleased with that.
That's awesome. That's great.
Thank you.
Glenn, what did you find most beneficial in the program for your particular situation?
What I found most beneficial is, first of all, the program's very rational and practical, and that appeals to me. The overall framework is very clear and logical, and the methodology and the associated tools are very straightforward. So you can get to work right away. And also, I didn't expect this, but the program can be applied to any aspect of a person's life. We are focused on a person's professional life, but I realized very quickly that I can apply some of the same methods and tools to other aspects of my life. So that was kind of a bonus. And I'd say the program really does force you to dig in deep on your values and your identities And I hadn't had occasion to really do that. So while it's highly rational, like I said, there is this emotional component that's pretty strong. And in fact, for some people, and I'd include myself in this, there's almost a spiritual element. That's not an explicit part of the program. The program is all about your professional life. But for me, I don't see how you can really expand your awareness in one realm of your life without there being some spillover into your personal life. And for me, that has been very beneficial.
That's awesome. What do you think is the best strategy that worked for you in the program?
The best strategy for me was the simplest but the hardest, which was just to prioritize the program and to make time for it. There definitely is a time commitment, but it is manageable. It's more the mental challenge of allowing yourself to engage with the program. At one point, I did start to fall behind a bit, and a little slippage can be okay, but it's best to avoid that. And I think one thing that really helped me ultimately was I realized I'm not the only one who's benefiting from the program. If I succeed, my firm is going to benefit as well. What I'm essentially trying to do is unlock the value that I feel I really have inside of me, so that I'm in a position to make even greater contributions to my firm than I've been able to date. So maybe it's a little bit of a kind of a psychological trick, but that helped a lot. I sincerely believe that I'm not just benefiting myself, that my firm and my colleagues, my internal clients, are going to benefit from my having been through this program.
Very good. Great. So one last question, Glenn. What is your advice to people who are watching this and feeling stuck in their current situation and looking for breakthrough to higher levels, and they're considering to work with us and join this program?
I think what I would say to them is that provided you make the time and that you do the work, I don't see how the program can't benefit you. There's nothing faddish about the program. Not a lot of bells and whistles. It's based on solid, what I would say would be even timeless principles. And the things I've learned in the program, I can apply right now, which is great, but I feel throughout my career. It really is, for me, the gift that keeps on giving. I've gained a real ability here, a tool. And I'm just happy I took the leap. It was a leap in more ways than one. And I can sympathize with people who are thinking about, do I really pull the trigger? But I was really determined to make a change. I think that was it. And I really knew that I didn't have the right path, the right tools on my own. So this was an investment. I decided to make it myself, and I'm very glad I did.
Good. But thank you very much, Glenn, for your time. This was very helpful. I appreciate the input, and I know you're on your way to greater and greater successes. I look forward to being on your side and hearing about all those successes as you go forward and keeping me in the loop.
Thanks, Kurosh, and thanks so much for all the help you've provided to me.
No, it's been a pleasure. Thanks again.
Take care.
See you later.
Bye-bye.